Every morning, little Jennifer, an 8-year-old black girl with tight braids and a big smile, would wake up extra early. She'd pack a small brown bag with warm biscuits, scrambled eggs, and a thermos of hot chocolate. Then she'd walk 3 blocks through her quiet neighborhood to the old wooden house on the corner. There, on the porch, sat Mr. Donald Fairway, a gray-haired man who always looked lonely. Jennifer would hand him the breakfast and say, "Good morning, Mr. Donald. Eat up so you stay strong." He'd smile softly, thank her, and watch her skip away. Day after day, rain or shine, Jennifer kept coming. Nobody knew why she was so generous and kind to him, why she exceptionally cared for this man more than anyone could understand. But something big was coming, something nobody saw coming. Jennifer lived in a small house with her mama and little brother in a neighborhood where everybody knew everybody. The streets had old trees that shaded the sidewalks, and kids played jump rope till the streetlights came on. Jennifer was small for Pete, but her heart was huge. She noticed things other kids didn't, like how Mr. Donald Fairway sat alone on his porch every single morning, staring at nothing. His house looked tired, paint peeling, windows dusty. People said he used to be rich a long time ago, but now he was just old and forgotten. One cold morning in November, Jennifer saw him shivering under a thin blanket. His hands shook as he tried to drink water from a cracked cup. Something inside her chest hurt. That day after school, she asked her mama if she could make an extra plate of breakfast the next morning. Mama raised an eyebrow, but said yes. The next day, Jennifer carried that warm bag to his porch. Mr. Donald's eyes got wide. "Little girl, this for me?" he asked in a scratchy voice. Jennifer nodded. "Yes, sir. You looked hungry." He ate slow, like he was scared the food would disappear. When he finished, he whispered, "Thank you, child. Ain't nobody brought me nothing in years." From that day on, it became their secret routine. Jennifer woke up at 6, helped Mama cook, packed the bag, and walked over. Some days she added a drawing she made in school. Other days she told him about her day, how she got an A on her spelling test, or how her brother broke her favorite crayon. Mr. Donald listened like every word was gold. He started telling her tiny stories, too, about fishing when he was young, or how he once saw fireworks over the river. Jennifer felt like she had a secret grandpa. But people started talking. Kids at school teased her. "Why you always going to that old man house? He weird." Jennifer didn't care. Her mama worried too. "Baby, be careful. We don't really know him." Jennifer just smiled and said, "He's kind, Mama. He just lonely." Deep down, Jennifer felt like Mr. Donald needed her more than anybody ever needed her before. She didn't know he was keeping a secret, a big one that would change everything. Winter turned to spring. Flowers popped up in yards. Jennifer kept bringing breakfast. Mr. Donald's hands stopped shaking so much. His eyes looked brighter. One day, he gave her a tiny silver locket on a chain. "This was my mama's. Keep it safe." Jennifer's heart almost burst. She wore it every day. Then summer came. The air got thick and hot. Jennifer still came, sweat dripping down her back. One morning, Mr. Donald wasn't on the porch. Jennifer knocked. No answer. She peeked through the window and saw him lying on the floor inside. Her heart stopped. She ran home screaming for Mama. They called the ambulance. Mr. Donald went to the hospital. Doctors said he had a bad fall and was real weak. Jennifer cried every night. She prayed hard. Please let him come home. 3 weeks later, he did come home, but he was different, quieter, sadder. He barely ate the breakfast she brought. Jennifer sat with him longer, telling jokes to make him laugh. She didn't know he was writing letters late at night, important letters. She didn't know people far away were reading them and making plans.
Fall came again. Leaves turned red and gold. Jennifer turned 9, but she didn't feel like celebrating. Mr. Donald's health went up and down. Some days he smiled and told stories. Other days, he stayed inside and didn't answer the door. Jennifer never stopped coming. She brought soup when he was sick. She read him books from the library. She sang church songs soft on the porch. Neighbors started noticing. Some smiled and waved. Others still whispered. One rainy afternoon, a fancy black car pulled up in front of Mr. Donald's house. A man in a suit got out with a big envelope. Jennifer watched from across the street. The man talked to Mr. Donald for a long time. When he left, Mr. Donald sat on the porch holding that envelope, staring at it like it was on fire. Jennifer ran over. "Everything okay, Mr. Donald?" He looked at her with wet eyes. "Everything gonna be just fine, baby girl. Better than fine." But he wouldn't tell her why. After that, strange things kept happening. Delivery trucks brought boxes to his house. Big boxes, fancy boxes. Jennifer helped carry some inside. They were filled with new clothes, new furniture, even a big flat-screen TV. Mr. Donald just smiled and said, "Gifts from old friends." Jennifer didn't understand how a lonely old man suddenly had so many friends. Then the phone call started. Mr. Donald's old phone barely worked before, but now it rang all the time. Jennifer heard him talking low, words like lawyer, trust, inheritance, family. Once she heard him say her name. "That little girl Jennifer saved my life. I want her taken care of." Her stomach flipped. What did he mean? School started back. Jennifer was busy with homework and friends, but she still made time every morning. One day she was late because her brother was sick. When she finally got to the porch, Mr. Donald looked worried. "I thought you stopped coming," he said, voice shaking. Jennifer hugged him tight. "Never, Mr. Donald. I'll always come." Tears rolled down his cheeks. That day he told her something new. "I wasn't always alone, Jennifer. I had a family once, a wife, children, even grandchildren, but I made big mistakes. I pushed them away. Money and pride made me blind." Jennifer listened quiet. She didn't understand everything, but she felt his pain deep in her bones. Winter came again. Mr. Donald got weaker. Doctors visited the house now. Jennifer's mama finally met him and saw how gentle he was. She stopped worrying so much. The whole neighborhood started waving when Jennifer walked with her breakfast bag. People said, "That little girl got a heart of gold." Then, one cold December morning, something felt different. The air was extra still. Jennifer packed the bag like always. Biscuits, eggs, hot chocolate. She kissed Mama goodbye and walked over. But when she turned the corner, her feet froze. The street in front of Mr. Donald's house was full, completely full of long black limousines, at least 50 of them, shiny and perfect, lined up like soldiers. Drivers in suits stood outside. People in fancy coats were walking toward the house. Jennifer's mouth dropped open. Her heart pounded so hard she could hear it. Jennifer stood there, breakfast bag hanging from her hand, staring. Who were all these people? Why were they here? Was Mr. Donald okay? Fear crawled up her back. She ran toward the house. A tall man in a suit stopped her gently. "Are you Jennifer?" he asked soft. She nodded, scared. "Come with me. He's waiting for you." Inside, the house looked different. Flowers everywhere, soft music playing. People filled the living room. Old people, young people, even kids her age, all dressed fancy, all looking at her. Mr. Donald sat in a big new chair in the middle, looking small but smiling big. When he saw Jennifer, his eyes lit up. "There's my angel," he said. Everyone turned to look at her. Jennifer walked slow, legs shaking. Mr. Donald reached for her hand. "Jennifer, these people, they my family, my children, my grandchildren, great-grandchildren. I wrote them letters after you started coming, told them how a little girl showed me what really matters, told them I was sorry for all the years I shut them out, told them about the kindness of a child who didn't even know my name at first, but fed me anyway." Tears ran down faces all around the room. A lady who looked like an older version of Mr. Donald came forward, crying. "I'm his daughter, Sarah. Thank you for bringing my daddy back to us." One by one, family members hugged Jennifer, thanked her, cried with her. Then Mr. Donald raised his voice, quiet but strong. "I was rich once, real rich, but I cared more about money than people. When my wife died, I pushed everybody away. I thought I didn't need nobody. I was wrong. This child showed me love don't cost nothing. So I fixed my will. Half of everything I got left goes to children's charities. The other half," he looked straight at Jennifer's mama, who had just walked in, shocked. "The other half sets up a trust for Jennifer's education, college, whatever she dreams. And this house, it belongs to her family now, so nobody ever feels alone on this street again." Jennifer couldn't breathe. The room cheered and cried at the same time. Mr. Donald pulled her close. "You saved me, baby girl. You gave me my family back. Now I give you a future." That day, the street filled with laughter and music. Family cooked together in the new kitchen. Kids played in the yard. Jennifer sat on Mr. Donald's lap, still wearing the silver locket, listening to stories from cousins she never knew she'd have. Mr. Donald lived 2 more beautiful years, surrounded by love every single day. Jennifer kept bringing breakfast, not because he needed it anymore, but because it was their special thing. And every morning, he'd smile and say, "Thank you, Angel. You still my greatest gift." Years later, grown-up Jennifer became a teacher, helping kids who felt invisible. She always told them, one small act of kindness can bring back a whole family. It can change everything. Never underestimate your heart. And on quiet mornings, she still walks past that old corner house, now bright with paint and flowers, and smiles, remembering the day 50 limousines came because one little black girl decided an old man shouldn't eat breakfast alone. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe for intriguing stories, and comment one word lesson you learned.